Hello all, I welcome you all to this Vehicle Dynamics lecture series conducted by the YouTube channel of SA India Collegiate Club of Amenity. So, my name is Saurabh Singh and I will be your instructor for this lecture series, which will start from the lecture 1 that is based on Kester, Kimber and Tow. So basically, we are SE India Collegiate Club of 90 manufacturing various vehicles that are based on internal combustion engine as well as the various alternative source of energy that are the future of the world. We are also working on various automotive based projects, that is the autonomous based project and various battery electric vehicle based projects. So without wasting much time, I will go and start with our vehicle dynamics lecture series. So guys, we will start with vehicle dynamics basics. So what is vehicle dynamics? Vehicle dynamics is the motion of the vehicle generated by the steering action through which the vehicle is capable of independent motion. So in vehicle dynamics, we will be focusing on the dynamics of the vehicle, the motion in which there is a force acting on the vehicle, and we will be deciding the various parameters of the vehicle based on the force acting on the vehicle. So this vehicle dynamics is a very major branch. That is, it consists of most of the thing. But if we divide this vehicle dynamics branch into three sub branch, then the study of vehicle dynamics become much more easier. These branches are longitudinal dynamics, lateral dynamics, and vertical dynamics. This is basically based on the SAE SAE coordinate systems that X represent longitudinal axis, Y represent lateral axis, and G represent vertical axis. So if the vehicle moves about the y-axis, it will be pitch. If the vehicle moves about the x-axis, it will be roll, and if the vehicle moves about g-axis, it will be yaw. So basically, the vehicle dynamic branch is subdivided into three major fields, and we can study the three different fields in different view. So before going into the field, we need to have some basics, and this basic we will cover in this video lecture. So guys, the first basic will be the camber. So what basically camber means? If we see our vehicle, we will observe that the tires are tilted in a some angle with respect to some axis. So how will you decide that angle? We will study with the help of camber. So basically what how we observe the camber. Camber is basically observed with the front view of the vehicle. When we see the vehicle from the front, we see that the tires are aligned at an angle either outward or inward, depending upon the type of vehicle which we are seeing. So uh, camber is basically the angle that the front view of your tire makes with the vertical axis. When the angle is zero, it is known as the neutral camber. When it is outside, that the vehicle is slightly tilted outside, it will be positive camber, and vehicle will be slightly tilted inside, it will be negative camber. So we have seen into the figure that there is a negative camber, there is a neutral camber, and there is a positive camber. These camber angles are very important, and it decides the various parameters of the wheel as well as the suspension system of the vehicle. So there are some important points that I want to point out. Basically, first about the positive camber. If we have excessive positive camber, it will cause our tire to wear from the outer shoulder. Before going deep into that, I want to put out some point that when the tire get contact with the ground, the contact is not tangential, but there is a flat surface because of the deformation of the tread of the tires. So because of this deformation, there is a pressure variation on the tread, and this pressure variation is not uniform. So that is why camber angle comes into the play. So basically, if we give positive camber angle, so tire will wear on its the outer shoulder. Like the outer means the if we divide the tire into half, the outer part will wear more. If we give more negative camber, then it causes the tire to wear on its inside shoulder. Means inside part will more get wear. Basically, we also know that the race car vehicles have negative cambers because we want to balance the unequal patch on the tire. Because if we do not give a negative camber, the tire will have unequal patch on both the half parts. So, giving it some amount of negative camber, not in excess, we will generally make the contact patch uniform, and the tire will have good contact with the ground. So this is one of the most important parameter of vehicle dynamics that we can see in all the like longitudinal, lateral, and vertical dynamics. So basically, here we are seeing from the front, like you are standing in the front of the vehicle and you are observing what is the angle that the tire axis make with the vertical axis. So this is what the camber defined. Camber came out because of the unequal pressure distribution of the tire contact patch with the ground, and this is just to counteract or balance that contact patch. So after learning about the camber, we will be moving to the next part, and the next part is caster. So caster angle. So what basically caster angle is? Caster angle is measured with respect to the side view of the vehicle. When we see the vehicle from the side, then we see that the steering axis is somewhat inclined with the vertical axis. So this determines the caster angle of the vehicle, and if there is no angle, so that will be the neutral caster angle. If it is behind the vertical axis, it will be the positive caster angle, and if it is ahead of the vertical axis, it will be the negative caster angle. These all systems are generally defined in order to have uniformity in studies, because someone can take positive camber as the as at something ahead of it, and negative camber as something behind of it. So first, if you are going to study about caster camber and to and full of the vehicle dynamics, you must keep in mind what is your sign convention. So what sign convention I am following is that everyone is following in this world, or most of them are following in this world. So basically I am focusing on that in order to make it easier for you all to understand it. So caster angle is measured with respect to the side view of the vehicle. So if we have given it a positive caster, then you can see that the line of the steering axis will be in front with respect to the point where the rolling resistance is acting on the tire. So this is very beneficial as it provides directional stability to the vehicle. That vehicle, when you are using your steering axis, so it will not go left or right or move anti-clockwise or clockwise. It will be in one direction. So this provides the directional stability. We are and when we come to the negative caster, we can see it very rare happening, and it is only used in heavy duty applications when there is a rigid chassis or rigid vehicle that is very hard to move on. So this is basically caster, and it is also a very important parameter that is defined with respect to the side view of the vehicle, and it is mainly important to see whether the vehicle can be moved easily without giving much force on the steering axis. So we will be moving on to the next part, and the next part is a very important part. This is toe in and toe out, or we can say it toe angle. So basically, toe angle is measured with respect to the top view. When you see the vehicle with respect to the top view, you will see that your tire is either in or out. When your tire is in with respect to the that axis, straight axis, y axis, then you will say that it is toe in. When it will be the outward, you will say it is toe out. So why basically toe in and toe out are provided, we will be learning it in further uh, proceedings, like when we proceed ahead in the vehicle, in the video, sorry. So it is the symmetrical angle that each wheel makes with the longitudinal axis of the vehicle. I have already told you what is the longitudinal axis, what is the lateral axis, and what is the vertical axis. So imagining that, create a straight line, a longitudinal axis. So that will be the longitudinal axis, and the tire is either tilted inward or tilted outward with respect to the top view. So that makes your toe angle. Negative toe, also toe out is known as the negative toe, and toe in is known as the positive toe. This is again a sign convention you have to keep in mind, because when you are going to interact with a lot of people who are working in the vehicle dynamics field, they will be following certain sign convention that should be common with all of them. So that's why there should be one sign convention, and that is why we use only one sign convention. So negative toe is toe out and positive toe is toe in. Negative toe out is the front of the wheel pointing away from the center line of the vehicle. Positive toe is the toe in is the front of the wheel pointing towards the center line of the vehicle. As you can see from the figure, it's very clear. So toe is usually adjustable in the production automobiles, Actually, caster and camber are not adjustable in the production automobile, but we have the facility that toe can easily be adjusted. When you go deep into the suspension system and see its part, we can see that it can be easily adjusted by moving that bolt that we have attached to it, attached to the steering. Um, Basically, you might be thinking that why Kester Camber and Toe came into the action and what are the positive side of it. You can see the figure, it is Lotus F1 car, and we know why Lotus is very famous. So Kester actually ensures good stability, help maintain straight ahead direction and promote steering wheel centering. It means that when you are having a good amount of Kester, either positive or negative, depending upon that, you will get a good stability. Means your vehicle will be stable. It will not be like moving here and there, and it helps to maintain straight ahead direction, like you will be moving straight, there will be no force on your steering that is making you move left or right. And it also promote wheel self centering, that if you make the wheel to turn right, it always tend to come in a straight like center. So this is one of the important points why caster is given in the vehicle, because when a vehicle is moving at a very high speed, these terms are become very important. That's why I put a figure of an F1 car. Now moving on to the camber. Camber is usually related to tire, because it came out because the contact area or contact patch generated by tire was not uniform. In order to make the contact patch uniform, camber angle came into the picture. The camber angle is used to distribute load across the entire tread. Improper camber angle makes the tire wear on one edge. There will be wear on one edge and one edge it will be uniform. That is not very good and causes the vehicle to put to the side that has the most positive camber. Actually, positive camber is not very good, but some vehicle is provided positive camber because when you sit on the vehicle, there is a slight change in the camber angle, so that is also be taken into account. And toe in. Toe in, you also know that it is toward the center of the vehicle, to against the matlab, outside the it is opposite to the center of the vehicle. So toe in makes the tire want to push inward, which act to improve straight line stability of the car as it is traveling down the road, particularly at high speed. So in race car, toe in is used. So it try to stabilize the vehicle car that is moving in the straight line. In a straight line, the toe in gives a very good performance. But what happens to the corner, that you have to think of. In every vehicle is moving, there are certain things that they have to keep in mind. Like very less parameters are there. When a vehicle is moving, either it will be moving in a straight line or it will be moving in a circle or it cornering. So toe in improves straight line stability. But is it good for cornering? That you have to think of. Toe out improves turn-in response considerably, but at the cost of tire wear. Toe in improves straight line travel. Toe out improves turn in response, means when the vehicle is turning. So this is the important thing that we have to consider or keep in our mind, that toe in is good for straight line traveling and toe out is good for turn in response. So guys, this is all about caster camber.